Hey YouTube, welcome back to I'm Ian, that's Chico, and we're back to react to Firefly. Today's episode, I think, Our Mrs. Reynolds, Season 1, Episode 6. I'm thinking we're meeting Mal's wife, ex-wife, mom, maybe? Last episode, they tried to burn River at the stake for being a witch. But to be fair, she is a tad witch-like because she does have psychic abilities of some sort. We don't know the full extent of them quite yet. What else happened after this shit? Oh yeah, they went to that huge Alliance city flying through space. They stopped there at the local hospital in that flying city and got the Shepherd some help. Oh yeah, the Shepherd is either like a top secret spy, high ranking officer, something within the Alliance. The Shepherd either was or still is. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think he's a spy. I'm thinking he was former Alliance officer is what I'm assuming, but like I don't know why I'm assuming that. Might just be making that up in my head. But anyways, guys, without further ado, we are going to get started.
Pardon me for intruding, but I believe y'all carrying something of mine. You gonna give us what due us, and every damn thing else on that boat. But you gonna give me a little one-on-one time with the missus.
Jesus.
Well, I think you might want to reconsider that last part. Yeah, I married me powerful, ugly creature.
How can you say that? How can you shame me in front of new people?
If I could make you prettier, I would.
Now think real hard. Now you could luxuriate in a nice jail cell, but if your hand touches metal, I swear by my pretty floor bonnet, I will end you.
You will.
Take him!
Every episode, man, one of them gets shot. Who's getting shot? Zoe this time?
In the morning.
That's the old hootenanny. A hoedown, if you will.
So, explain to me again why Zoe wasn't in the dress?
Tactics, woman. Needed her in the back.
A better shot.
Soft cotton dresses feel kind of nice. There's a whole airflow.
And you'd know that because...
You can't open the book of my life and jump in the middle.
Does she have to pretend to be a girl or something?
Oh, best keep it that way. I would
This whole episode?
Makes the rain come when you turn it. The rain is very scarce.
Nah, man. You want rain? You got the rain dance. That's just a fact. Ain't no rattle bringing rain, I'll tell you that.
You're the guy.
How drunk is Jane? It's a good time. It's gonna get disrupted, I would imagine, soon.
Elder Gorman, thank you for the hospitality.
We owe you a great debt. I hope our gifts will show our regard.
Don't worry, a party like that, payment enough.
I'm all right now.
Well, we gotta fly. Bye now.
Bless you.
Yeah, stowaway.
Who the hell are you?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Who are you?
You know I'm to cleave to you.
Baba who?
You got a wife. That's what that crown meant, buddy.
Who are you?
I'm your wife.
Mr. Reynolds, sir. I'm your wife.
Congratulations, Mal. Say you can't take this guy from me.
I am your wife. That was your agreement with Elder Gorman, since he hadn't cashed her livestock.
I'm sorry.
Oh, they pay.
All I got is that dumbass stick sounds like it's raining. How come you got a wife?
I didn't. We're not married. Zoe, would you get washed?
What's Wash gonna help with?
We need all personnel in the cargo.
Oh, I said
All hands on deck.
Everyone should have a chance to congratulate you on your day of bliss.
There's no bliss. I don't know this girl.
Then can I know her?
Jane!
Who's the new recruit?
Everybody, I want you all to meet Mrs. Reynolds.
You got married?
We'd always hoped you two kids would get together. Who is she?
She's no one.
Captain?
They are being incredibly rude to her.
Feel bad? He makes everybody cry. He's like a monster.
I'm not a monster. Wash it. Turn the ship around.
Can't.
It's an order.
Yeah, but can't. So unless you feel like walking into a gallows, I suggest we continue on to Beaumont and you enjoy your honeymoon.
This isn't happening.
I mean, hopefully she's a lovely person.
I'm sorry. You have very nice qualities, but I didn't ever marry you.
I believe you did.
Did you put a crown on your head with a bunch of flowers?
I don't know. I passed out.
You guys were a little drunk.
It says here, the woman lays the wreath upon her intended, which I do recall.
Mm-hmm.
And he drinks of her wine. And then there's a dance with a joining of hands.
I remember that.
You, sir, are newlywed.
Congrats, Mal.
In there about divorce.
I hope we don't allow that. I mean, you guys are being so rude to this girl. She's a completely different culture. I agree. Alright. Whoa. Whoa.
Really? Think you're the one to talk to her, sir?
The way I see it, me and her got one thing in common. We're the only ones who don't think this is fun.
Matt or Enora's jealous. Hiding the Jeffries too.
Right?
I thought last night during the ceremony that you were pleased.
Oh, I was pleased.
Yeah, last night I was.
Are you gonna kill me?
What?
Jesus.
What a crappy planet is that? Kill you. And don't you ever stand for that sort of thing. Someone ever tries to kill you, you try to kill them right back.
Yeah, I agree. Entirely fair.
What will you do with me?
Not really sure. We're bound for Beaumont. Decent kind of planet.
Better work.
Might be able to set you up some sort of work there. Near a week before we get there. We'll figure something.
I'd be a good wife.
Yeah, well.
Marry Jane. I'm sure he'd take you.
Hungry? Kitchen's just through there.
I'll cook you something.
Well, no, I meant for you.
I'm a fine cook, everyone says.
I ain't ever even...
My name is Saffron.
Nice to meet you.
Divorce is very rare and requires dispensation from her pastor. I can send him away, see what I can do.
I appreciate that. She's a nice girl.
Seems very anxious to please you.
That's their way, I guess.
I suppose so.
Something smells good.
Having yourself a little supper, Captain?
Saffron insisted on. It's damn tasty.
Is there any more where that came from?
I didn't think to make enough for your friends.
Make some more.
But everything's laid out if you'd like to cook for your husband.
Isn't she quaint? I'm just not hungry.
Isn't she quaint?
So,
Is that cider? Rather strong.
That cider.
I'll get you a refill, son.
That's for me to do.
Okay, now you're being a little weird about it, girl.
Truthfully, that's a fine meal. Thank you.
Do you need anything else?
No. You just have something to eat yourself, and I'm gonna go, Captain.
Would you like me to wash your feet?
No, I'm all right. Thanks.
Departure.
Can I come in?
No.
See, that's why I usually don't ask.
We'll be in Beaumont at least 2 weeks, right?
Can't exactly be sure.
Well, I need you to be exactly sure, Mel. I can't make commitments and then not keep them. That's your specialty.
Jeez, she's in a mood.
I'm sorry, are you touchy because I got myself a bride or because I don't plan to keep her?
She's jelly.
Hell, 10 years' time, I could
Can you
teach
leave
him.
me alone for 5 minutes, please?
Jeez. Not even a couple. What we doing, Jane?
Do I have your attention?
Yeah.
Kind of going to extremes here, ain't we?
There's times I think you don't take me seriously.
What the
I think that ought to change. You got something you don't deserve.
And it's brought me a galaxy of fun, I'm here to tell you.
6 men came to kill me one time. And the best of them carried this. It's a Callahan full-bore auto lock. Customized trigger. Double cartridge thorough gauge.
A gift?
It is my very favorite gun.
Why would you give it to him?
You offered me
Oh,
a trade?
he's
A trade? Hell, it's theft. This is the best damn gun made by man. It has extreme sentimental value.
He wants the girl. Jane.
She has a name.
So does this. Call it Vera. Damn it, Mal, I'd treat her okay.
She's not to be bought. She's a human woman, doesn't know a damn thing about the world and needs our protection.
Well, I'll protect her.
Jane. Go play with your rain stick.
Jane.
I don't wish to be wed to the large one. I'd rather,
The
if I'm
large.
not to be yours, I'd
Jane's
rather
the large one?
have the work you spoke of. I could be useful on a ranch.
It's good work. Don't brand the cattle. Brand the buyer. He's the one likely to stray.
She raised you herself?
Well, earn about 40 hands. I had more family for a kid.
What?
I just don't. I'm not one talks about what's past, and here you got me. What's your history?
Not much to say. Life like yours, I fear you'd find mine terrible, doll.
Oh, I long for a little dullness.
It's a wreck.
No, this is good. You don't see the hole. The parts are crap.
I said exactly that.
But you put it
These
together,
other
you got a
scavengers.
Firefly. Thing will run forever. They got a mechanic even half awake. She comes our way, you prep the nets.
Interesting.
She's out of her mind.
Well, she's led a sheltered life. Every planet has its own weird customs. I spent 6 weeks on a moon where the principal form of recreation was juggling geese.
You mean like...
Baby geese, goslings, they were juggled.
What do you mean? Like humans were juggling baby geese? Or geese were juggling?
Okay, when did this become not funny?
When you didn't turn around and put her ass back down on Triumph where it belongs.
Oh, hey, now it's even my fault?
She's trouble.
I'm getting that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Mm.
Well, you're, there you are.
I've made the bed warm for you.
It looks, warm.
And I've made myself ready for you.
Mm. Stay ready. You mean I forgot to get ready?
You got a room of your own?
And I'm to sleep there?
That's the notion.
But we've been wed, aren't we, to become one flesh?
You're not picking up on this
we're
girl.
still two fleshes here, and
This isn't happening.
I think
The marriage is a sham.
Sleep somewhere else.
I'm sorry, when we talked, I'd hoped, but I don't
Oh, hey,
please you.
flesh.
We had one conversation.
It ain't a question of pleasing me. It's more a question of what's morally right.
I do know my Bible, sir.
Bible.
On the night of their betrothal, the wife shall open to
Is
the
that a
man
Christian term?
as the furrow to the plow, and he shall work in her in and again till she bring him to his fall, and rest him then upon the sweat of her breast. I'm not skilled, sir, nor a pleasure to look upon.
Saffron,
Ugly. I mean, Jesus.
you're pleasing. You're, all kinds of pleasing. And, it's been a while, a long damn while since anybody but me took a hold of my plow, so don't think for a second that I ain't interested. But you and me, we ain't married. I keep trying to explain.
Let me explain. I seen my sister paired off with ugly men, vicious or blubberous, men with appetites too unseemly to speak on. I cried, for I'd not dreamed to have a man so sweet, so
Wow, there's a
kind and
catch.
beautiful. Had I the dare to choose, I'd choose you from all the men on all the planets the night sky could show me.
No.
I want this. I swell to think of you in me.
Man.
I see that you do too.
Oh, that's just...
It's just a banana in my pocket. From earlier.
Only let me have my wedding night.
Don't do it, Mal.
Oh, I'm gonna go with a special hat.
Mal.
Son of
Fucking, what the hell, bitch?
Night, sweetie.
I didn't trust you. You were very... It was too good. She gonna drug everybody?
Well,
Oh, she with the salvage? No. Maybe. She with the salvage people?
Am I let to be up here?
well, sure. Why not?
Wash.
Anyone else is taking up space.
Wash.
I've never been off-world before.
If Zoe sees this, she gonna be pissed.
Planet I'm from, couldn't see a one of them. Pollution so thick. Sometimes I think I entered flight school just to see what the hell everyone was talking about.
Now we're alone, just us and the stars. Look,
Don't touch me.
do you know the myth of Earth that was? That when she was born, she had no sky and was open, inviting, and the stars would rush into her through the skin of her, making the oceans boil with sensation. And when she could endure no more ecstasy, she puffed up her cheeks and blew out the sky.
Ain't never heard that in my life.
Make this night what it should be.
The fuck?
Please. Show me the stars.
Look out the window, bitch. We just looked.
I wish I was somebody else right now. Somebody not married, not...
I've been too forward.
No!
Yes.
Well, yes, but I actually like that in a woman. I never did meet anyone quite like Zoe. The first time we met, she actually...
This bitch. Oh! She kicked him in the back of the neck? Hell of a high kick. She's gotta be with the salvage people. This bitch. Explosives? Haven't welds it.
Are you
Puncher.
lost?
I'm sorry.
Puncher,
I thought
Nora.
the other shuttle was yours.
It is. I was on the Cortex and my screen shorted. This one's out too.
I don't mean to be rude. A companion's life is so glamorous and strange.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I wish I had the skill for such a trade.
You'd like to please your new husband.
No. Nora's jealousy. Come on, bitch. Quit being jealous. Look at what's happening.
I'd like it to be at the hands of someone gentle.
Punch her in the face.
Someone who could feel what I feel.
Nora.
My shuttle.
Nora.
You would lie with me.
I guess we've lied enough.
You're good.
You're amazing. Who are you?
She is
Reynolds'
good.
widow.
Oh. What is she doing? Just fucking all their systems up? Fuck all their systems up, got an escape pod and ditched.
No.
That was a poison of some sort. Get the doctor. Yeah.
Get the doctor. Mal's hurt.
Did you kiss him? Waste time. Yeah, no, you kissed him.
Is it Christmas?
Well, he's back.
What happened about me?
Your blushing bride was a plant. She took both of you out.
Narcotic compound. Probably spread over a seal on her lips. You get it on yours, and pow.
Lips, huh?
Well, you know, we used to get a lot of guys brought in on the night shift at the ER. Usually robbed, very groggy. They called it the good night kiss.
Wash, how did... Hey, I just got kicked in the head. You guys don't understand.
Seems pretty simple from here. You were taking advantage.
I was the one being taken advantage
Shepard.
of.
My apologies. You were victimized, Wash was beaten, and Nara found you here.
And then I fell. My head got hurt like Wash.
I don't get any of this.
I only fell is all.
Jane and Kaylee are trying to get us on the bridge.
All we know is we're headed somewhere and it ain't Beaumont.
Oh, she put in coordinates like autopilot and then.
She can fly this thing, why just take the shuttle?
Maybe she likes shuttles. Some people juggle geese.
Well, at least we know the people are juggling the geese, not the geese juggling. Clarifies one thing.
See how she crossed the dry feeds?
Yeah.
So we even try to reroute, it'll lock down.
She went straight for the thermal cap.
I saw her plug one thing in and then yank other things. That was all she did.
How's about we get to work?
Kaylee can do it.
It was your big makeout session that got us into this, sir.
I was poisoned.
You were drugged.
That's why I never kiss him on the mouth.
But no, I mean, seduction, body language, signals. She's had training. As in companion.
Well, that makes
As
sense.
in academy.
That makes sense.
Our little Saffron's quite a wonder.
You don't play a player. It was sloppy of her to try it, but I think she was in a rush.
But she had professional. So in my case, I mean, it was really. You would have kissed her too.
Wash didn't.
But she was naked and all articulate.
They're coming!
How far out?
10 minutes or so, right on target.
That girl's a wonder.
She gets it done. We got life, we got screens. It's a qualified yes, a partial.
What about nav control?
No.
Did she signal anybody?
Guarantee she signaled somebody.
She did. Same coordinates, no ID. Electromagnetic interference. Look, it's bouncing the signal all over the place. Look at it. It's like a circle.
It's a net.
Oh. Not read directly to that. That makes sense. How big is that thing?
It's a carrion house, scrap shop. Takes ships, pulls them apart, or fixes them up.
It'll turn the ship into one big electrical conduit, burn us all from the inside out.
Some of the newer ones will just hold you. And then the scrappers will override the airlocks, pull the O2, or just gas you.
Oh.
They're not looking to deal with survivors.
One
Yeah, I
day you're
would
going to tell us
imagine.
all how a preacher knows so damn much about crime.
Yeah, he does know a lot about crime. Because he knew that one criminal leader, maybe he was undercover at one point.
What do I do?
You go get Vera.
She needs oxygen around her to fire, and we don't have a case.
Gonna use a suit.
What am I aiming for, the window?
Well, that might kill some folk, but it won't disrupt the net. See these 6 points where it's brightest? Those are the breakers. One of those should short it out.
What do you mean, should?
Nice shot. Nice shot, Jane. Oh, well done. Damn. Well done, Jane.
But we can steer enough to turn the hell around.
Nice work, Kaylee. Still the best mechanic floating.
Captain, don't you know kissing girls makes you sleepy?
Sometimes I just can't help myself.
Look at this hussy.
Honey, I'm home.
This bitch. Now, you never hesitate firing before. One pretty girl.
It's the first time, darling. I think you should be gentle with me.
You gonna kill me?
Probably
Can you
not.
conjure up a terribly compelling reason for me not to?
I made you dinner.
All the seduction games, the dancing about folk, there has to be an easier way to steal.
How'd you find me?
Only a few places that shuttle would make it to from where you left.
You're quite a man, Malcolm Reynolds. I've been waiting a long time for someone good enough to take me down.
She's still trying to seduce him.
You even think about playing me again, I will riddle you with holes.
Promise me you're gonna kill me soon.
Oh, you already know I ain't gonna.
Most men, they're on me inside of 10 minutes.
Just one thing I'd like to know straight up. What's your real name?
Jesus, now.
You only lied anyhow.
True.
Back on course. Young Beaumont, a day or two late. Hope it's all right.
Should be fine, thank you.
You're a very graceful woman, Nora.
Agree.
So here's where I'm fuzzy.
She's
You got by
kinda
that girl. Came and found me, and somehow you happened to just trip and fall. You didn't just trip, did you?
No, just
I
kidding.
knew you let her kiss you.
Oh, man. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Really, Mal? Really? These episodes go by pretty quickly, I tell you. All right, that was our Mrs. Reynolds. We saw Malcolm get married, but it was all a ruse, which I did not actually see that one coming either. I don't know what I thought they were going to do with it. I genuinely did believe she was this innocent girl for a while, but she was a little off to begin with. She was really pushy. Like, I don't know, that was a good one though. So she went to an academy. Who were those guys? Were they just random Savagers who got word of Serenity or whatever? Because she was an inside person. Also, why does the shepherd know so much about crime? Because he did know the one boss from the train job. He knew that guy. He knew something else. And he had that identification card that made him special with the Alliance. So what was he in the police? Maybe I wonder if he was one of those blue glove investigators, like one of the top ones. But then what led him to his religious life? And he never got married, he said, because he never had grandkids or kids. But if you were a spy, you wouldn't be able to get married, I don't think, because that would, then you have blackmailable baggage with you, like, on, so I don't think, I wouldn't think, I don't know any spies to my knowledge, but I would think if you're a spy, you probably aren't really supposed to have a family or get married. So that would make sense as to have a cover of a shepherd, or maybe that's just why he became a shepherd after, I don't know, is he a spy? Not a lot of Kaylee this episode, which was a little disappointing. I enjoyed Kaylee. She did fix the ship after what's-her-face. Almost no River. Did River have any lines that episode? 'Cause I don't think she did. I remember seeing River once, but I don't think River had any lines. Yeah, what are we on? So next episode 7, I think that's the halfway point. I'm wondering, does this show have any conclusion at all? Because I know it was canceled. So, like, is there any conclusion? Is there any resolution? Or is it all going to end with an open? Which will be a little upsetting, because it's building towards the Alliance, the cat and mouse chase between the Alliance, River. So, like, that's building. That has to culminate? That has to converge into something by the end, right? Like, so when does that happen? Will we ever see that? Maybe that's what the movie is, Serenity. I'm enjoying it. The characters are good. I think that's what makes this show especially good and why people really like this show. Because I'll be honest, I don't mean this bad, and you guys are probably gonna get upset about it. The episodes, story-wise, I would say are kind of lackluster. I don't mean that bad, like, I'm not saying they're boring. I'm just like, the stories themselves that are being told within it aren't, amazing, super crazy stories. You had the train job. You had, last episode was Safe with the witch burning in that backwards town, like hyper religious people. I don't know. I mean, I think what makes this show special, what makes this show better or stand out amongst sci-fi, even being so short, and at least to me, the episodes don't show like, I mean, it shows some spaceship, but you're not seeing like epic space fights. You're not seeing like Battlestar Galactica where you had like war between the Cylons and humans in space and you're visually seeing it. We're not seeing that type of stuff. But I think it's just the relationships of the characters, the fleshing out of the characters. They really come to life in this show, and they're all very enjoyable. Their chemistry together is very enjoyable to watch on screen. Their dialoguing, their conversations. It's all humorous. It all feels natural. It's exceptional, I would say, for a television show, especially for a sci-fi series. I think that's what makes this show special, and I think I've noticed that with other sci-fi series too. Because Stargate, me and Benji are doing Stargate SG-1, and I would say Stargate is similar too, where like episode per episode, the story being told within that episode is kind of lackluster, but the dynamic of the team, the relationship of the characters, you get the personality of the characters, the more fleshing out you get of this team and the more chemistry you see of this team, it's just enjoyable to watch them do anything in any setting. Like, I think this crew could work in a non-sci-fi show if you had the same crew being like police detectives, or the same crew being like anything, a gang on the street, anything. I think it could work. They have great chemistry together. They're well done. And the comedic timing in this show is very good, I will say. They like to throw curveballs, and they're really good at switching shit up. I would say better than most shows are. But yeah, this is a fun show. I enjoy this show, and I enjoy it more for the characters, I think, than the story. And I don't know if that's a shared thing. I'm not saying the stories are bad, but I mean, with most sci-fi, season 1 are usually some of the worst. And I don't mean that. I mean, that's just how it is. Because you need to build that. You need to have that character building, that team building, for it to reach that level of peak. Where I think this show, the character building, the team building, it brings you in much quicker than most sci-fis. Their chemistry is fleshed out much better and much quicker than most sci-fi series. Like all Star Trek series, in my opinion, season 1 is kind of meh. Even the characters are kind of meh. And they change up as the seasons go, but it takes a while to get a footing. This show is very quick. This crew feels very authentic. These characters feel very authentic. And they're just enjoyable to watch. But anyways, guys, that's my opinion on the show so far. We're about at the halfway point, so I'm liking it. I like this show. I just love the characters of this show. I think I like the characters more than the story of the show. I do like, and the visuals. I mean, I think it's just so well done. The music's good. The visuals are good. The camera work's good. Characters are great. But anyways, all right, guys, that was episode 6. Our Mrs. Reynolds. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget to subscribe. And catch you guys next time. And you guys have a great week. Chico says bye too.